Mr. Diddy.
Drink your water. Come on. Come on. Come on. Drink your water, but first, take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Drink, 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 drink. Or should I say, breathe, breathe, then drink. Now, grab your cup with that water. Get your container of that water. Lift that container of that water. Simply pour some water. Drink, 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 drink. Or should I say, lift, pour, then drink. Move your body and drink some water. Move your body and drink some water. Move your body and drink some water. Family, move your body. Drink, 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 drink. Or should we say, move, move, then drink. Now raise your cup and toast your ancestors. Raise your cup and toast your ancestors. Now raise your cup and toast your ancestors, fam. Just raise your cup. Drink, 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 drink. Or should I say, raise, toast, then drink. Now take your breath and drink some water. Lift and pour yourself some water. Move your body, drink some water. Raise your cup and toast your ancestors. Breathe, lift, move, toast. Remember the 4 pillars of Gye-Nyame, family, stand healthy. Breathe, drink, eat, move. But hey, take your breath. Lift and pour. Move your body. Toast your ancestors, break down. Family, hey man, it has been a marvelous couple of days away from home, and I am right now, I'm in Indiana, right across the bridge from Kentucky. We're getting ready to go back for day 2 of the ADOS conference, and then we're going to finish up, and then I'll be on my way home, and we can have us a serious toast and talk tomorrow. But I want to open up the lines so that we can have some conversation. Hopefully we get the phone and keep the lines working this morning. You know how I get sometimes. You know how I get sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Sitting up here, I'm using other folks' Wi-Fi. I'm not at the Black Cave, so I only could do so much. But it's cool, right? We're gonna make it work. We're gonna make it work because that's what we do here at Gye-Nyame Journey. Of course, you know we're gonna toast up our ancestors. I ain't been drinking as much water as I should over the last 2 days, and then on top of that, I got this big old sty on my eyes. So I'm walking around meeting all these other ADOS fam, right? From all over the country. I mean, we got ADOS people from as far as California, Ohio got about 13, 14, maybe 15 people up here. The conference was it was powerful, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, you know, just letting people know that we're serious. So, we here at St. Stephen, I think it's St. Stephen's Church, but Simmons College. And it is, we have been having a real good time. Got to see the Simmons College band. They were tight. Got to meet and greet with other people from around the country that are in the ADOS movement to see what's the possibilities and where we're going to take this. And I'm just having a good time. So, first thing first, let's go and knock out the necessary business. Family, make sure, well, first off, those that might be new here, I don't know, because I got to see if even my chat is up. I don't even know if my chat is up. Everything is moving in slow motion, right? Everything is moving in slow motion. So we do what we can. Now, for those that are not familiar, through the toasting, I'm going to open up the lines. But let me go and cover the commercials real quick. So, family, find out a little bit more about Gye-Nyame Journey, what we about, how you can help, how you can become part of the tribe. You know what I'm saying? Oh, man. Just check out our free e-course and be on the lookout because more e-courses are coming down the pike. So get ready because we're going to be dropping some amazing stuff on you. So let me go and post that up first. Good grief. Should be easier. Why you make it hard on me? Right? So we throw that up there. Then also, family, make sure you go and you check out our site at gnjmedia.com. You can check us out, check out our merch site. Well, actually, just go to gnjmedia.live. We got contests going on. We're going to be giving away some free merch in the near future. I'm checking it out and checking out the quality right now. But go and check it out. Boom. I'm going to throw that up there too. And speaking of the merch, it's time for me to put on my shirt for the day. Now, y'all know the color for the day is orange, right? I didn't order an orange one yet. But I do want to put on my cat in on the way over to the conference today. I ain't fucking around, family. We ain't fucking around. So we gonna got my cat in shirt. For those that don't know, cat in means our thing. You know what I'm saying? Our thing, right? That's exactly what it is. It's our thing. So this one is blue.
This call is being recorded.
This one is blue. Who this? Who this? Can you hear me? Hello? Let's see who it is. Hold on, let's see. Check 1, check 2. Can you hear me? Oh, it's Brother Kwame.
Yeah, I hear you.
All right, sir. How you doing this morning? What's going on, my friend?
Doing good, bro. Couldn't get you on Spreaker or through G&J
Well, I mean,
Media Live, so
I did it a little bit. I did it too early. If you go back right now and click the link, because I sent it out about 5 minutes early. I'm kind of discombobulated this morning, so if you want,
I know I've been trying to get on for about the last
right, I just came up.
5 minutes,
Right.
5 to 7 minutes.
I just came up. So if you go back and try to do it right now, it'll be on because I sent out the text message actually before I was ready, and I didn't want to send another text message.
All right, I check on my iPad. I'm talking to you through my computer right now.
Oh shoot, dude, you go.
Open Spreaker.
Mm-hmm. Open. Y'all hear his little thing, his little device talking. Kwame is like he living the Jetsons life and shit, you know. Then also, so we got all this stuff popping off. We got some other stuff coming out. Also, I will be because I'm plugging in with some of the other family because there's a lot of people with shows and stuff down here as well. So hopefully I'll be able to get some contacts and be able to hook you up with some other shows that can keep you informed about some of the stuff that's going on. See, you got it now because that's my commercial.
Yeah, it's working now.
That's my commercial.
Finally popped up.
Right.
Yeah, that's you know how Spreaker does.
I know, and the commercials.
Commercial and then
right. Commercials are extra long now because I was trying to listen in yesterday to make sure that it was recording the speakers, and I didn't know they had commercials that goddamn long. You know, it's ridiculous. But you know, just so that
normally what I usually do is I'd mute it out so that I could go ahead and log in and stuff so that I could comment.
Right.
But
so
you know, it's all good.
But right now,
so what's happening with the conference?
Oh man, the conference is going down, brother. Thank you for asking. So we had Dr. Cornel West here. We had now Cornel West was the bomb. As far as you know, the commentary. You know how he do. And I'll tell the story when I first really ran into Cornel West in a second. But one of the most impressive speaker was this sister named, her last name is Harris, a Jamaican sister. She's an ally. She's for the whole reparations piece. But what was...
Are you whispering, or are you trying to be sexy or what? Because I'm having a hard time hearing you through my computer.
All right, funny man. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, that's perfect.
All right, cool. Not whispering. I'm in a boarding house or some shit. I don't know, a boarding motel. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't trying to wake up the neighbors and shit. You know, with all this roaring and I had the police up in this motherfucker. This nigga got a lion over there. I heard a lion and a bird. I don't know what type of shit they got going on. But anyway, sister name was, last name was Harris, and I didn't even get a chance to broadcast her piece. When I get home, I am going to get the conference. But anyway, because you know it's streaming as well. But she gave a presentation that was amazing about housing and ADOS and how the whole rental for mortgages is basically draining our community of wealth. I mean, it was an incredible piece. I just got dropped on Facebook. Now it's back up. I don't know what's going on, but I mean, I do know what's going on. I'm not at home, so. But so I'm gonna have to go on and refresh and see what I can do. But anyway, that was one of the most amazing pieces. Other than that, just meeting up with other people like ourselves that are, you know, thinking and looking for solutions to some of the problems in our community. Is lifting to the soul. You know what I'm saying? And I just wanted to let you know, bro. I got on the Cat In shirt. I got on the blue, even though it's Orange Day. I got on the blue, the midnight blue Cat In shirt, looking good too. You know what I'm saying? So you know, I'm
getting my shirt, man. I'm getting my shirt.
I'm not standing in your way, my brother. I'm not standing in your way. I'm just letting you know. So you know, because you know, I don't want you to catch it through the grapevine that I'm wearing it. So hold on. I just got a text from somebody here. I want to make sure they ain't about to leave my ass at this motel or wherever the fuck I'm at. So, all right. Shouts out to Louis Cardona. I ain't seen you in a while, bro. How you been doing? But anyway, the conference was good, man. I just, like I said, I had a late night. I had an early morning. I've been up and I really ain't sleep that good because I left the TV on. And I have fallen out of the habit of having something on for maybe about 10 years, because I used to sleep with all types of stuff on all the time. And, you know, it's just like, I'm kind of out of it right now. I'm kind of out of it. But, you know, I thank you for asking, and I'm going to have some more information. I'm going to do a couple of articles while I'm here. Like the round tables they were having were excellent, man. And then, you know, and like we had Marianne Williams come out and address the audience. And we had one, I think he was a senator or something. He ended up getting the business because he said the reparations should be college scholarships. He got the business. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, just like, boom, just looking at it and talking about the depths of what reparations should look like. And then also talking about some of the healing that we have to do. Some of the lineage therapy like we up here doing right now that we need to do so that we can be successful on this next level. You know?
Right.
So, you know, and then meeting other chapters, dog. That's one of the key reasons I came down here. Meeting other. Let me put it this way. I knew it was gonna be a lot of people, but I didn't expect as many people from as far as I met last night. Because you know we talking as far California, people from Florida, New York, people driving in from all over and flying in. You know what I'm saying? Just to be in the presence of other people that's in this fight.
Thinking like them, shit.
Huh?
Yeah, shit, like mine. No, I was just saying like mine.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Because you sometimes it's like a desert out there. So
yeah, you took the words right out of my head, man, because that's exactly what I was thinking. Shit, you know, it's lonely out there for sometimes when doing what we do.
Oh man, it's because it's like, you know, because and then you got to get through some of the other conversations that people want to be having, and then you get into some of the fantasies and you be like, God damn, it's like, yo. So and then like to sit down and actually because I heard Cornel West before, but to actually, you know, be able to be in his presence again, because, you know, my experience with him came about through what they used to call the New Jack Scholars and shit. You know, remember back at Ohio State,
right? Right.
And the Honorable Elder John Henry Clark was still alive at this point in time,
right?
And I think I think he still could see too. Were you on campus when they Ohio State brought?
Yeah, I was. Yeah, because they arranged for it to be a debate, but Dr. West kind of, deferred
Right.
and said, let's just have a talk because, I sat at this man's feet.
Right. He said,
how am I going to try to debate my
right. And
come on now.
That was right after that. Right after he did that, I went out and bought Race Matters because the first time I'm like, I ain't gonna be by reading this nigga book, and grumbling and I'm upset, And he came in and he deferred to Dr. John Henry Clark, in such a respectful manner that I could do nothing but respect that man. You understand what I'm saying? I mean that was.
Yeah, absolutely.
That was
absolutely.
that set a pattern for me, a model, because he has a doctorate. You have a doctorate. We brought John Henry Clark in for about $3,000. They brought you in for about $40,000. You know what I'm saying? You came over to this little event that we're having after you got done speaking at this big event. He humbled himself all the way around. And when I heard what he said right there, I went right out and bought his book. When I bought his book, read his book, I'm like, damn, I don't totally agree with a lot of stuff that he may be saying, or let me put it this way. I'm not agreeing with the shit that people was telling me that he was saying. And family, and one of the most important lessons that I got out of all of that was to check out those people that people tell you to dislike, even the people that you trust, even the people that you look up to. When they tell you about somebody and want you to dislike them, and the only story you got is the person that disliked that individual, that's very dangerous. You know what I'm saying? It's very dangerous. Take some time and do some research, because you will be surprised sometime, pleasantly surprised about what you find out. You know what I'm saying? Because this dude was so humble, man, and it was just incredible to me. And like I said, it kind of changed the trajectory of where I was headed at that point in time. I'm sitting up like, man. Oh, hold on. I got a dude that's angry on YouTube right now because I posted up the ADOS and I'm at the conference. So I'm about to text him the call in line so that I can have a discussion with this brother. Let's see what's going on. Hold on. And I want to pause.
Did you say it was on YouTube?
Yeah, I got stuff on YouTube, and also I got some stuff on Spreaker. Hold on.
Right.
They was getting hyped in the crowd, but I'm trying to turn it off so I can read the comment. So. There we go. Finally got it to shut up. All right, here we go. So I got a brother, the Sage, 14 hours ago. He just hit me up a minute ago. Come on, bro, why this? And I text him back, why not this? So this is what support for an idea or a movement looks like. I'm going to reply to this brother. Call into my show I'm on now.
I see what Danita was talking about as far as the conference line, though. It is a little.
Oh, as far as
you get a lot of static, and there are times when you're fading out.
Right, because I'm moving away from the mic. And then on top of that, the Wi-Fi signal is horrible where I'm at right now. At home is a little bit better. And I'm experimenting with this digital mic. Calling to my show now. Calling to my show. I am on now. 614-556-4535. Let's see if he'll call in. You know, we can have some intelligent discussion. We can have some intelligent disagreements. We can have some intelligent arguments. You know, and while I'm on here right now, I want to send out thanks to Sister Kim Carswell because she sent us 3 tickets to get people in. You know what I'm saying? And I want to make sure that shots go out to her. We want to make sure she gets her round of applause. Let's give her a round of applause. Where the crowd at? Where the crowd at? All right, I'm trying to tell you, I'm on them traveling expenses right now. So, you know, things don't, you know, I can't bring out the whole audience. Cynthia, I like the description. Lineage therapy, Grand Rising. Okay, shouts out to Miss Cynthia Johnson. Shouts out, thank you for joining us. Yeah, I mean, that's what we engaged in. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like when we get up and when we pour these libations, when we do this toast, what we are doing, and we are plugging in. We are plugging into something bigger than ourselves. We're reminding ourselves of why we, in a sense, chose to come here and why we chose to come through the people that we, in a sense, chose to come through. You know what I'm saying? And we kind of refresh the energy of our ancestors' lives by being able to review who they were and how who they were helped us become who we are. You understand what I'm saying? And we establish our connections with our bloodline, which is a powerful thing. Oh, Miss Kim is listening in. What's going on? What's going on, sister? But anyway, homeboy might call in, but let's go and get this toast on because I still got to pack up because this is my last day here. And I will be checking in with the family to let y'all know what's going on while we down here. You know, keep your eyes attuned on the on our Spreaker as well as on the YouTube piece, YouTube and Facebook. I'm gonna do some stuff, but I'm going to mainly, and I gotta remember to do this. I'm gonna mainly do stuff on Spreaker, and I'm gonna use the Facebook and YouTube to get people over to the Spreaker, because the Spreaker is Spreaker keeps us popping around here. You know what I'm saying? When my Facebook is down, most of the time the Spreaker works. So it's the podcast that helps drive Gye-Nyame Journey. All right, let me see. What else? Is there anything else? Oh, family, let me do this. I want to welcome you to the congregation of the mighty, the home of the stubborn minority. They're stubborn enough. Do I sound stubborn right now, Kwame? Stubborn minority. Home.
Go ahead and growl like a lion, man. Go ahead and growl like a lion.
Not yet. The home. The place where your hustle builds muscle. This is Gye-Nyame Journey Media. Officer, I told you he got a lion. He got a bird over there. I'm telling you. And, of course, you know there's a Heart of a Simple production. Where we strive to blow up your old paradigm. Now, also about the conference. Antonio Moore came out and was dropping once again the numbers, man. It's just the data is just incredible. But one of the things that I'm having discussions with people about is that each generation takes takes us as far as they can. But we don't need to be mad that they wasn't able to take us beyond where they was able to take us. And what I mean by this is that a lot of people are mad at boomers for being boomers here. You know what I'm saying? This is all they knew. This is what they knew. They did what they knew how to do. They took us as far as they could. They didn't have access to information like we got access to. So the piece is, you know what I'm saying, we don't need to be mad at people who was only able to take us so far because they was only able to see so much. Now it's our time to step up because we have the information. You know what I'm saying? So it's not about blaming and being upset. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, you know, at a certain point in time, the American illusion had us all believing, at least for a couple of seconds, at least, you know, a lot of y'all out there for a lot more than a couple of seconds, that, you know, maybe we had overcome these racial issues and shit. Many people were able to live lifestyles that was just ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? Or you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, credit is a motherfucker, boy. You know, and we start confusing things like credit and wealth, and it's like we have to be careful in our backlash and our blaming, because where we are today, our children who soon will be the adults and soon will be the leaders, will look back at us and be able to see some of the places where it looked like we was involved in folly as well. So we need to be careful about that type of stuff. Somebody else just called in. Who's on the line? Is that Kwame? Is that you again?
It's Kim.
What's up, Sister Kim? What's going on?
I'm doing good, guys. I'm glad you guys. I've been trying to follow you a little bit. Our internet hasn't been good, so I just follow it when I can.
Yeah, I know. We already know that. We already know that. Go on, get in what you want to ask or what you want to say before the lines go back. Come on.
The only thing I wanted to say, I wanted to agree with you about Antonio. He actually turned me around because I first started, you know, watching him a few years ago, and I actually went back and forth with him in the comments on his YouTube channel, and he really explained to me how the baby boomers aren't at fault, because for the longest I really blamed them for where we are today, and he turned me around. So I just wanted to commend Antonio for doing that, because it's not easy to turn somebody around when they've invested so much in thinking about something and figuring out things. But he did, and he did it because he really understands the data. And Antonio loves his people. Like, he understands the data, and he loves his people. So, and he knows, and that comes out when he's explaining things.
And that's what we are experiencing a lot up here. A lot of love for the people. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you got people who really don't have the means to be here that are coming out just to build up the energy. Because we got to understand what these conferences are for. These conferences are basically like ceremonies or like rituals where individuals come together and we pull our energy together so that we could force our way into the future. You understand? I mean, it's like this is something that we have to do. This is a ritual that we have to do so that we could, one, not only prove to ourselves that we're serious, but also prove to the rest of the world that we're serious. So you got all these individuals who, even after looking at the numbers, right, pull the stuff together and get here. You know, like I said, I'm staying at a place that I usually wouldn't even, you know what I'm saying? I travel when I usually wouldn't even travel, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like, I ain't got it like that. I don't have it like that. I really don't. You know what I'm saying? I got kids. My fault, I got children. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, We got to really really understand what's going on, and then also, like I said, stop. Because it's now there is some people that we could look at and be like, this motherfucker knew, this individual knew. You know what I'm saying? But there's others out there that just actually didn't really see what was coming. I mean, because we got to understand, many of us in our lives, we're playing individual games. Those people that are coming out against us, they're playing institutional games. Institution lifespan is a lot longer than an individual's lifespan. Like I told one of my friends, because I got caught up in the real estate shit. In 2008, 2009, I had to declare bankruptcy around 2010, somewhere around there. And I told my friend, I said, dog, after we sat down and we talked, I said, they saw us coming. They saw us coming. And it's almost like, if you don't, if you're living from day to day, you know what I'm saying, your chances of beating somebody who lives decade to decade is very slim, because they'll let you get away with a few minor victories. You know what I'm saying? And all these victories all along are leading you to your defeat. And this is what's been happening to us, because we've been dealing with institutions as individuals, and you never win. You never win like that. You know what I'm saying? And then also, one of the pieces that I'm discussing up here with a lot of people is this concept of the stubborn minority. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people are concerned about numbers. Like, no, don't be concerned about the numbers. Be concerned about us building up a critical mass. And the critical mass is not as large as a lot of people want to believe it is. I got people screaming, 1/3 of the people. No, we don't need 1/3. We need like 1 to 5%. You know what I'm saying? Actually, I'm quite sure Kwame could type in right now what the actual what's the actual percentage of something for it to become a critical mass. You know what I'm saying? To start making change happen.
You're right. To be a critical mass. You're right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what we are trying to achieve. And then also understanding.
We're almost there.
Oh, yeah.
I believe we're very close to becoming a critical mass, because when I talk to people who are not a part of this, their minds turn around so easy. It's like butter. When you explain to them reparations, and I'm talking ADOS, when you explain to them the rationale for reparations, and when you really talk to them about what's going on, because they know what's going on, they turn so quickly. Their minds turn. Now, they're not going to be quick to do action, but they're quick to understand. They're quick to empathize, and they will support.
And that's what we see right now. You know what I'm saying? Because it's the stubborn minority that changes minds. A stubborn minority. We got those of us that are in it, rather than being worried about who's not in it. We have to be stubborn in the lifestyles that we live, in the conversations that we have. You know what I'm saying? And that's what changes people. Because like I was, in some of my conversations, I'm challenging people. I say, name one movement throughout history that started with the masses of people. No, it starts with a stubborn minority that builds up to a critical mass, and that critical mass becomes so unstoppable that it eventually becomes a major life-changing or world-changing idea. It always starts like that.
Yeah, I agree, because even my own, my husband is not American, or not American. He's not ADOS. And he was kind of on the other side for a long time, and I had to explain to him, and then I kind of changed his thinking. So we can even change non-ADOS.
Oh yeah.
And have them become, we can even, turn around our lives. So, because this is very logical, it makes sense, and so The only thing, and I was listening, I don't know if you did Facebook Live or somebody did something with Darity was saying, don't talk about the how.
Oh no.
I need to listen to what Darity said. Again, I didn't hear everything because that's what they try to do.
Right.
They believe it, they understand it, but then they say, but the how.
Right.
And I didn't hear everything Darity said. I'm hoping somebody can post it on YouTube because I really want to hear what he said because I need that information.
And he wasn't here. I was kind of disappointed that he wasn't here. But yeah. I mean, but you know, because
oh, that wasn't Darity talking?
No, he wasn't here. He's not here.
It was somebody on the stage. I thought that sounded like Darity.
No, he's not here. He's not here.
Oh, who was that then? Okay. It was somebody who said don't worry about the how.
Right. Now, I have to go back and see. But it's streaming now, so as well. But that's how they get you all tied up. You know how they say the devil's in the details. You know what I'm saying? You know, like I said.
Yeah, I can't do the streaming. It's just not going to work for me because my Wi-Fi is not good enough.
We got to find another way to get you the whole piece. Let me ponder. Let me ponder upon that for a little while and see what we could do.
But I'm hoping people will post it on YouTube later when it's over.
Right.
I'll see it. I know I'll see it.
So I'm just, man, I'm up here having a good time, but I'm gonna have to go and do this toast so that I can get all my stuff packed because I'm about to check out and I'll be seeing my babies real soon. But family, we're about to go and get into this toast and you know, go and check out the site. I'm gonna be sending some stuff in. But now also family, Sister Kim picked up on a crucial piece. Don't be letting people get you caught up in those conversations about the how. That's not your expertise. We leave that to the experts. Because when I want y'all to think about this. When these motherfuckers go into war, right, and they declare war, they're not talking about how. They just declaring war. They got people that they are paying to handle that. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to be the master of all trades. You know what I'm saying? Or what is it? Good at all trades and master of none. No, your object is to throw it up on there and make it so irresistible that they will find the people that can deal with the how. And I'm gonna look that up for Sister Kim. But anyway, here we go, family. First, raising the cup to the Creator by whatever name you choose to call it Creator. We lift up the cup and we salute that Creator and we say, Ashe. From there, family, where do we go? We go to our list of our illustrious ancestors. Got people right outside my door. That's some shit. Miles Brown, Mizan, Robin the Texan, Davis, Brown, Scene, Rose Lee, Tilly, Georgia, William, Walter, Christopher, Fanny, Gaston, Alina, Chris, Arfine, Cleveland, Geneva Brown, Mark Ellis, Wash Ellis, Wash Ellis, Cecil Ellis of our Brown, Jenny Gaines, Herman Brown II, Barbara Twiggs, Wash Ellis Jr., Katie Ellis, Nikki Ellis, Jamon Jones, Jeremiah Tappan, John Falar, Montague Pippin L, No More X, Pet Ma, Rob, Malika Fakour, Dr. Marianne Williams, Kojo Kamal, Elder Farmer, Elder Millie Dixon, Tony Clark, Pastor Yusuf Weston, Elder Archie, Elder Ron Colvin, Elder Rob Johnson, Alfred Rofro, Hector Jr., Jay Edwards, Carlisle Harris, Grace Lundy, Ines Harris, William Bill Moss, Phyllis Rose, Sterling and Lucy Wright, Brother Kwame says he's sending love to Sister Kim. But I told y'all he had the numbers. Hold on. 5% of a group is usually a critical mass for schools, police departments, etc. to make them seem whatever a so-called undesired behavior pattern to be ubiquitous. Right, he said right on point, that's what's up. Share, support, and inspire another. Alright. So, let's get it. I'm gonna go back to Jay Edwards, Carlisle Harris, Grace Lundy, Inez Harris, William Bill Moss, Phyllis Rose, Sterling Lucy Wright, Danielle Pullier, Gloucester Brother, Miss Eda Brooks Crawley, Miss Reed Nelson, Mr. Patrick Crawley Sr., Miss J. Brunson, Mr. Alonzo Johnson, Miss Reed McDowell, Janice Foster, Charles Jordan, Carol Smith, Walter Smith, Richard Trigg, Francis Johnson, Mary Franklin, Jimmy Williams, Daniel Ford, George Gibson, Nana Loretta Clark, Inez McCrae, Fritz Clark, Frankie Justice, Katie Justice, Derek Rennerman, Virginia Rogers, Reverend James Smith, Lois Henderson, Calvin Spratling, Mary Elizabeth Walker, Raymond Walker Sr., Sharon Jane Carter, Michael Ford Jr., Kelly D. Russell, Susie B. Smith, Teresa Clay, Melvin Del Hodge Jr., Herman Copeland, Mildred Copeland, Jenny Clay, Bird Beatty, Sarah Weller, Be the Farmer, Agosa Sue, Shell Harvey, Aunt Tremaine, Aunt Evelyn, Theolis Hasbury, Harvey Hasbury Sr., Leonard Dickinson, T.C. Islam, Terrell Dunbar, Will Thomas, Sarah Berry, Mark Walsh, Merle B. Thornton, Pearl G. Thornton, Ida Johnson, Florence M. Carter, Joanne Thornton, Trish Lewis, Juanita Wright, Robert Wright, George Wright, Mary Eliza Frederick Davis, Mary Elizabeth Rogers, May Esther Keachler Reese, Linda Watson Hammonds, Jarrell Giles Watson, Sparrow, Slimmy, Selvin Lewis, Andrew Holmes, Pearl Moore, Percy Moore Jr., Mitchell Owens, Booker T. Bowden, Charlie Hunt, Sammy Stover, Hader Pearson, Sturgeon Thornton, Richard Thornton, Lavina Hall, Freeman Bankster, Mary Moss, Sophia Peacock, Willie Thornton, Napoleon Kimke, Mark Ramsey, Paul Ramsey, Matt Ramsey, Dave Ramsey, Charles E. Thornton, Frankie Quills, Urania Thornton, Bernice Quills, Ernestine Jackson, Frankie Johnson, Teresa Mormon, Leon Johnson, Charles Bell, Vivian Ramsey, S.C. Johnson, Delrie D. Johnson, Leon Johnson, James W. West Sr., James Parham, Dana Jones, Henry Ward, James Farmer, Mary Chavez, Leon Grace, Bessie Johnson, Hattie Levester, May Moreland, Paul Moreland, Elder Caleb, Rosemary Martineer, Elder Amateur Wellman, Fred Douglas Trigg Sr., Thelma Triggs, Thomas and Lula Berry, Lacey Allen Ohio, Frankie Russell and Davis, Fred Douglas Triggs II, Peter Triggs, Reverend Eddie Moore, Helen Fuller, Eugene Jackson Sr., Richard Ellis, Silas Alexander, Charles Maxwell, Percy May Alexander, Arthur Miller, Stanley Lockhart, Ricky Lockhart, William Lockhart, Woodrow Lockhart, Brenda Porter, Deacon Hargrove, Carlos Sawyer, Andrew Parker, Doris Donald, Ellis Murphy, D'Amico Russell, Delimon Aries, Gina Ruth Jones, Jana Callahan, William Walter West, Nigel Pierce, Elder Basiji Fanani, Jim Robinson, Gladys Johnson, Valerie Clark, John and Mary Sullivan, Dirk Johnson, Antonio Johnson, Delise Waters, DeFriedis Hines, and Bostic, Winifred Scanterbury, Wilson Haley, Elma Hines, Phyllis Lee, Eugene Spratling, Calvin Spratling, Charles Wooden, Penny Brown, Roy Lee, Print Up Jr., Miriam Johnson, Wilbur Longmire, Eva Catney, Janice Carter, Michael Carter, Leon Pina Carter, Margaret Carter, William Carter, Lisa Jordan, Charles Lee Morris, Mosley, Dorothy R. Blair, Ransom Evans Sr., Sam Evans Sr., Nalon Blair Sr., Edward Stevens, Sue Ann Stevens, Joe Davis, Timothy Butler, Gene Holmes, Danny Jones, Peter Charles, Christy Nichols, Cardinal Robinson, Rosemary Charles, Ada Pearl, Bob Ingalls, Jack Wallace, Warren M. Finch, Warren P. Finch, Tim Ingalls, Archie Finch, William Billingsley Jr., Jennifer Sensenbaugh, Hazel Gatson, Jerry Brantley, Brian Watson Jr., Kaniko Parsons, Jason Cathy Bradford, Thomas Bradley, also known as Uncle Buki, also known as Gypsy, Reverend Roosevelt Word I, Stacey Trice, Frank Smith, Mother Bertha, Michael Leonard, Dave Brown, Ruth Carter, June Cox, Ruth Cox, Paula Cox, Ronald Urban, Judy Hubbard, Irene Johnson, Francis Booth Jefferson, Dan Wilkinson Sr., Emma McClendon, Jerry Dorr, Mina Robinson, Mary Nichols, Patricia Williams, Shabaka Teray, Greg G2 Gibson, Donna Hill, Richard Levis, Lee Irby, Tommy Irby, Roy Irby, Jim Crochet, George and Hallie Johnson, Archie and Margaret Armstead, Diane Scott, Erica Armstrong, Claire Fox, Gene Evans, Archie Beck, Anna McGill, Charles McDaniel, Christine Cottrell, Becca, Alice Arnold, Arthur Arnold, Hattie Reed, Charles Reed, Eula Andrew Baker, Patricia Network Brooks, William and Bob Hatch, Kimball Brennan, Bradley Kim, Janie Harrington, McKay, Spencer Sturgis, Sally Mae Baker, Ethel Baker, Creola Baker, Geneva Baker, Aaron Eno Baby Hatch, Ed Sr., Melanie Miller, Halsey Hashtag, Cleveland, Mother Gibson, Alex Nixon, John Bowie, Lester and Richard Saunders, Doretha Ross, Riola Ross, Robert Nelson, Francis Stevenson, Leroy Stokes, Neely Johnson, Fletcher Swan, Maddie and Charlie Scott, Maddie and Charlie Scott out of Casey, Thomas Cofer, Vivian Stevenson, Mona Ann Lewis, Cornetta Lyman Lewis, John Jackson, William Dallas Lewis, Mary Francis, Chappelle Jackson, Michael Slade, Joanne Perkins, Richard Jackson, Martha Ford, Dawson, Big Mama, Nanny Harris, Eva Ford, James Harrison, Margaret Towns, Mary Williams, Leroy Q. Heath Sr., Albert Moore, Ms. Vanilla, Albert Motley, Geraldine Elizabeth, Douglas Thompson, Erton Houston, Lud Alls, Elijah Alls, Jerome Alls, Henry West Staten, Joe Jamel Alls, Ann Pierce, Donald Carter, Lily Green, Nathan Green, Beth Bond, John Dewey, Ruth Beard, Tim Butler, Ramey Lower Newton, J.B. Foggy, Thomas Newton Sr., Baba Naeem, Jeanette Sanders, Jerry C. Sanders, Roy Pruitt, H.J. Bradley Sr., Henry Wilson, Rufus Jenkins, Minnie Wilson, Catherine Sanders, Muriel Ellis, Elizabeth Sanders, Henrietta Irby, Mildred Armstead, Margaret Armstead, Catherine Anthony, Ruby Brown, Charles Walker Sr., Charlie Walker, Cecil Russell, Dan Irvin, Haroon Phillips, William Ford, Margaret Logan, Phyllis Barnett, Lee Irvin Sr., Michael Irvin, Ozella Watson, Hugo Watson, John Caldwell Sr., Robert Lee Caldwell, Nevaeh Mitchell, Ron McCormick Sr., Sabrina Easley, Rayshawn Easley, Javan McCormick, Barbara Ann Reed, Dorothy Ann Reed, John Reed, Checkamah Reed Jr., John Reed Jr., Patricia Reed, Edward R. Benson Sr., Ethel H. McNair, Louis Fernandez, Jacqueline Brawlers, Reginald Oliver, Mazarine Cofer, George Swan, and Monia Grayson, Charles Scott, Charles H. Scott, Michael Morgan, Charlene Morgan, Sybil Edwards McNabb, Annie Ferguson, William Ferguson, Shelby McClendon. Let's move on. Hold on. Oh, I had my fault. I had text there with my, what was I at? Yeah, we got text over there. All right. Also, Cynthia Johnson says, Grand Rising Brother Kwame, as well as Grand Rising to you as well, Miss Cynthia. All right, we have Joella Giles. We have James Carswell. We have Liberta Adams, also known as Aunt Sis. We have Elder Shocking McNair. We have Anthony Brown. We have Jonathan Ford, Lottie Gaucher, Cousin Tony, Michael Johnson, James Jimmy Johnson, Barbara Shane Lewis, Ronald Shelby Jr., Damian Top, Christina Banks, Joseph Bingham, Quincy, Mama Aunt Lady, Abraham Isaac Cundall, Aunt Barbara Lewis, Renee Johnson, Joy Ryan Ross Riggins, Jamonte, Marcus Price, Ness Words, Michelle McCarroll, Demetrius Beard, Herb Jefferson, Ralph Mickens, Eric Walker, Quincy Sample, Candace Simmons, Sarah Clayton, Linda Jones, Sally Garner, Melvin Scott Sr., Elder Clarence Lumpkin, Elizabeth Johnson, Frank Smith, Stacey Trice, Nisa Gray, Nathaniel Hassan Turner, Khalid is in transition, Nigel Turner, Demetrius Lewis Flint, Alberta Woods, Geneva Simmons, Daniel Tilley, Angeline Gant, Sharifa, Oscar Kane, Audrey Gripper, Dominic Nichols, Ruthie Lane Johnson, Teresa Sambu, Aunt Maxine, Uncle James, Henry Monga III, Tamir Dowdy, Nicole Harris, Julia Taylor, Richard Bozeman II, Ruth Carter, John Carter, Mr. Thornton, Johanna, Deshandra, Lynette Lewis, Henderson Mosley, Charles Jordan, Henry Essex II, Fannie L. Webb, Dan Walton, Al Louty, Sue Walton, Emma Walton, James Randolph Giles, Sonny, Pete Walton, William Walton, Fred Powers, Elijah Wan, Hakeem Nkomo, Alberta T. Davis, Charles Davis, Willie R. Mackey, also known as Dr. Kareem Mackey, Victor Bolton, Drusilla Kitty Berger, Lucy White, Robert Lee White, Emma Jean White, Talton, Roger White, R.L. White, Jesse White, Ruby Jewel White, Johnson Carl White, Desi Woods, T.L.R. Woods Lennox, Jim Woods, Lizzie Woods, Juanita Alexander Brown, and Cynthia Ann Wright. We raise our glass, or we raise our cup to all of those ancestors, and we say, peace. On my fault, we say Ashe. Brother Kwame say one love. Sister Cynthia, can't wait for some of that delicious lemon pound cake. Ooh, baby, I just can't wait. Sound like a song, Kwame. All right, but we raise up that cup. Family, we move into the present moment, so let's get through it real quick. All right, we are in the present moment. And in this moment is where we gather all the strength, all the wisdom, all the guidance that we have received from our ancestors and from the past. And we solidify right here in this moment so that we could catapult it into the future by us handling our business right now in this moment. So we raise our glass up for this moment. And this moment we are in right now, we are on Kuumba. For those that don't know, I want you to activate your reticular formations, because this is what we do as a tribe every day. We activate that reticular formation and we hunt down Kuumba. We hunt down Kuumba. On catch and release, family, we don't want to hold Kuumba prison, please. So, for those that don't speak the language, Kuumba means creativity. The mnemonic principle of the day is order. Color is orange, as you can see by the Daily Toaster shirt that I have up under my new Gye-Nyame gear shirt, that Gye-Nyame Journey Media, right? Y'all, you can see it, black on blue, right? All right, well, anyway, cause and effect. It's a Hermetic law. Male name for the day is Kwame. Female name is Ama. Let's give a round of applause for all of those, what is it? Kuumba babies. Give it up a round of applause. Yeah. Kwame, it's your day, right? So we're going to do a double round to give you a double round. Don't be complaining, man. You know, I can't have all that staff traveling with me like that, you know. All right. So, plus this fits right in with the negotiations that we had, you know. They give some days off and stuff like that anyway. All right, so we lift up our glass. We salute this moment. We say our shape from there. We move to our future generations. We toast our children, our children's children, on to infinity. As long as we are handling our business, we are taking care of our future, right? As long as we're doing what we're supposed to be doing, we're moving into the future. We say, Ashe. From their family, we toast all of our relations. We say Ashe. From all of our relations, where do we go, family? We move from all of our relations. We move straight to that moment for yourself. That selfish moment, that selfish toast. What is it that you need for yourself right now? In this moment, to move towards your greater self, to move towards your accomplishments, to move and improve your life. Ashe. From their family, we lift up our glass, our cup, to the most beautiful, most enlightening, most inspiring, the wisest individual in the room. I lift my cup up to you. We say Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. Family, I wish you peace, power, and joy. And I see y'all in the morning. In the morning. All right, peace.